I think this series, the King record, produced and manufactured, is not known. But they did a great job, Hi, this is Takashi Inohara from Jazz Blues Japan. Yeah, as I said, I already talked about the King record, reissues, on Blue Note and some other, labels. But this time, I never talked about this series, but the series that they produced in the early 90s. I think, this series was manufactured in 1991 up to 1992, and relatively, the late years of jazz reissues done by the King record. As you know, legendary GXF, GXK series and the Blue Note unissued master series, those series were manufactured in the 70s up to the 80s until they, gave up the license of the Blue Note, right? But in the early 90s, they also did a great job to reissue these great jazz albums on Savoy. Yeah, I have samples here. Yeah, all of these were in the same series, and the labels were Savoy. Yes, as you can see, the label design, this is Savoy albums originally. For instance, this is Booker Irving, cooking, and this is kind of minor, but great album. Sahib Shihab, Jazz We Heard Last Summer. Yeah, Jazz We Heard Last Summer. Yeah, it's a great album. And Hank Mobley, the jazz message of Hank Mobley, Volume 1 and Volume 2. And all of these were originally released under the label Savoy. And, King Record, they reissued these titles as the last jazz LP series. Yes. And I think, there were part 1 up to part 7, or part 9, yeah. Anyway, they released many great jazz albums at that time, But not only Savoy label, but also the other, jazz labels. And some of them are really minor labels, really. But great albums. I love these, albums in the series, the last jazz LP series. And around that time, it is funny that the cutting and remastering were done by the King record engineers, but the pressing was done at Toyo Kase. That's the time already CD era came, and most of the major music industry companies gave up their own pressing plants. So they let Toyo Kase to press these albums. But still, amazingly, the pressing quality surely at Toyo Kase is superb, and also the sound quality that King record engineers did with these albums, yeah, fantastic. Yeah, believe me, the sound quality is just fantastic, And as I said at the beginning, this series, the last jazz LP series, is not known among the jazz collectors, especially outside of Japan. I don't know. What about you? Do you know this series? Yeah. If you don't know the last jazz LP series, like this, especially the Savoy albums, I love Savoy albums like this. I think it's better for you to look into them, Nowadays, it's a kind of, becoming hard for you to find them on the market, even here in Japan, but still, they are available. Great jazz albums and the great reissues by the King record. Okay, the last jazz LP series. Yep, that's it for today. I hope you like it. Anyway, King Record until 90s did a great job, really. Lastly, I always keep praying, wishing you guys, family members, co-workers, everybody to be safe in this unstable situation all over the world. Please hang on and always remember that we are connected with the music we love, jazz. God bless you, and thanks for watching today, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.